Why do I hear nothing?
This is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to the BCC Podcast. It is Monday, March 3rd of 2025, and you are listening to episode 433 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ, joining me today is Malaris.
You know what hits better than the second margarita?
Your mom?
The third. No, my mother didn't hit me. My father hit us
Your
both.
dad.
Leo? How did
Hello.
your parents beat you, Leo?
There's this big paddle above the computer.
The ever-present
Oh, wait, I saw
reminder.
that.
You did.
Yes, I did.
You know, I've seen everyone's childhood home except for Ford.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not missing much.
imagine.
Watch Ford
No,
has
what-
actually lived in, like, a suburban mansion.
The palatial
rancher.
estate.
It's a rancher.
It's got Corinthian columns.
How many
No,
columns
it
does it
hasn't-
have, Ford?
0.
Oh,
He's
wow,
lying.
that's really fancy. What color was it? Probably blue?
Gray.
Oh.
Oh, depressing.
What type of roof did it have? Metal or asphalt?
Asphalt.
Okay, not this one. Did it have a porch?
Gotta really think on that one.
Well, the thing is, it had like some steps that led up to the front door, but not necessarily a porch. Like it had some area.
Did it have
where the
more of a
front door
porch than
landing
my
was.
house was? Or less?
Less.
Less, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Ford didn't live in a nice house. I mostly saw that secret underground room painted to look like the sky.
Yeah, that was the place where I used to record stuff.
The place.
I gotta be honest, I kind of miss that room sometimes.
You have the opportunity to recreate it. You have your own house now.
I know.
That's right.
I should do that.
You can literally build whatever room you want.
I know.
Restart
it
the Bionicle
great?
vlogs.
It is great until the bathroom takes like 6 months.
Leo, do not threaten me with a good time.
You should. Well, we've talked about. We have not done anything on it since like 9 months ago, where we talked about restarting one of our old Bionicle series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
have.
it's kind of hard to. Well, I'd have to be the one
Well-
to do it then, because I have the set for it.
No, that wasn't the one we were restarting.
I'm sorry, Ford. You're irrelevant.
We're not doing the science minute.
No.
No.
My heart is broken.
I don't want to say what it is because then I'll set expectations, and the whole point of this
I
is
understand,
exceeding
I understand.
non-existent expectations.
In fact, there are none.
I actually have so many projects I want to do, but I need to finish editing the 10-year trip video first.
You should do that sometime.
I've done some. Did you ever get the new version of Vegas to work on your computer?
I haven't checked it yet.
Okay,
ever
well,
since
you
I've
gave me
gotten
the
back.
money, so...
Yeah, that's the important part.
The money.
Money.
Now I can edit
Money,
videos
money,
with
money,
AI.
money.
Everyone loves AI.
It's
Mhm.
literally everyone's favorite thing.
Okay. It's so bizarre. So I joined Christian Faber's Discord server today.
Hmm?
And it's all AI.
Well, no. See, so the general Bionicle community is they don't like artificial intelligence in
Ironic.
most way, shape, or form
Yes.
because I know. Isn't it? But because they're all a bunch of
What
starving
do we
artists.
think of this, guys? Come on, step it up.
Well, they're all a bunch of starving artists and they need jobs.
Ah,
So-
that's true. I forgot they can't afford their medical bills.
That's a throwback.
There we go.
But Faber is on here posting about how we need AI in order to evolve our consciousness into something more.
Okay.
I'm
What it
not
is.
surprised Faber's a transhumanist.
Um,
I was about to compare him to another transhumanist we know, but he's in our Discord chat, so.
So,
I thought,
Anyways, direct shout out to.
People say Musk is a transhumanist. I mean, and they're right. But
Yes.
compared to some of these people, he's much more mild about it.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't talked about uploading his consciousness to a computer yet. So,
Well,
But if
that's the
Grok
thing. Elon
emulated
Musk doesn't
him
exactly. Elon Musk doesn't really strike me as the guy who despises the human experience.
No,
In
he's
fact, he
just
enjoys
kind
it a
of
little.
like
People who are transhumanists do despise
just-
the human experience.
yeah, he just wants to be able to play Civilization with his mind.
Yes.
I can do that already.
All we want to do is play
I
games.
just interface
Yeah, but
with
you
my
have to-
hands.
Yeah, that's the problem.
There was something I was listening to a podcast earlier, and they're talking about teleportation, how there's actually no moral way to do teleportation because you're basically just cloning a person.
Then they talk about the Star Trek transporter.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're
Yeah.
talking about.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, that's just taking a person apart and then putting them back together
No,
in the
for-
exact same order. It's fine.
It's not actually because, for one, they don't even use the same molecules.
Look. Inside you, there are two wolves.
You are a furry.
The transporter malfunction.
Like, the only way you could actually do a form of teleportation is if you found out how to miniaturize wormholes and puncture through space-time.
Casimir effect.
Leo, is that actually possible, or is that like dark matter and non-existent?
This might be possible.
Okay.
Nice. It's your
We just
job
need
to make
we just need get this exotic matter.
What is exotic
Don't tell me what
matter?
it is.
Wait, don't tell you or don't ask you.
It's something that has an anti-mass that can be used to stabilize the wormhole.
What is an
tunnel.
anti-mass?
Well, what do you think mass is?
Takes up space.
Yeah, it's heavy, it's stuff, it's what you are.
Mm-hmm.
So now imagine not antimatter necessarily, but something with a negative mass.
Liam certainly
you
is
mean
some heavy
dark
stuff.
matter.
No,
I don't think this exists.
you're correct. but if you use the Casimir effect, you can create a negative energy density, which is the same thing.
So
Don't
this
ask me
does
to explain this
exist,
more.
But this does
Sort of.
exist.
Very small. It's very small.
So we just got to make it bigger to make it
No,
less.
I need to talk to my friend about this again. Who's like actually wanting to do experimental stuff with it.
It sounds dangerous.
Not necessarily, no. No
I
more
say
than
we go
other
straight
experimental
to
work.
test with monkeys. Like, are you really gonna have? If you do it to a mouse, no one's gonna believe you. But if you put a chimp through a wormhole, then people will talk.
This is just the kind of stuff you get to hear when you have a group that's into like wormholes and warp drives.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
the
seen
university
mouse.
stuff.
I've seen mice go through time. You've seen it too. It is, people would believe you about time travel.
I don't
if you
believe
had
it.
mice do it.
I didn't say anything
Well,
about time
what
travel,
the
just
heck?
space.
Well,
We're
clearly
tun-
you don't believe
we're
in
tunneling,
Daniel
man.
Faraday.
Oh, Ford. First
Sorry,
off,
I'm spoiling things.
not even that, but you're wrong. Another time.
He's worse than spoiling something. He's wrong.
Leo, do you believe in forward-facing time travel, or do you believe the research was inconclusive?
Like, so by forward-facing. Hold on. You're just talking about like
Like
Me
being
sitting
able
here
to
and
launch
then-
someone forward in time.
Interstellar, you know?
Yeah.
oh yes, that can happen.
I used to think it could, but I'm starting to doubt it more and more.
Guess
Well,
what?
You can go forward, but you can't go back. is the
I know,
thing.
I get that, and I'm like willing to believe that, but then I realized these experiments, the results are so minuscule, I don't know if it's conclusive.
Well, we don't have anything fast enough to make it meaningful.
But then
What
what if we
about
just
my
what if we build
Lambo?
something fast enough to make it meaningful and just find out nothing happens?
Well, we will find out something happens because the small effect is. So it's a small effect. You're talking about stuff like we have to account for this in GPS and our satellites. So like it's not non-negligible because if you don't account for it, then your entire global positioning system is screwed.
So what you're talking
What if it's something else entirely than we think it is?
It could be.
That's what I often wonder. But yeah, teleportation is immoral. That's the lesson of the day.
Well, just dematerialization and rematerialization.
You know, we watched Ant-Man recently, and I realized that they really do themselves a disservice by trying to explain what goes on.
Thank you. That's what I thought too when I first watched that movie.
There is a kind of a point in it where they explain that the growing technology is different than the shrinking technology, but they don't try and drive that point home enough and try and drive other points home way more to the point it makes no sense.
It makes zero sense. Okay, it's like, yeah, the small objects carry the same amount of, like, density or weight or whatever. Then he just has a freaking tank on his keychain.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. The virtue of the first Iron Man movie is that the arc reactor is never explained in detail. It's just said something fusion reactor, something,
And
you know.
just...
Yes, radiation.
Now, am I correct that in some point, like the 70s or 80s, they explained Ant-Man had a thing for shrinking and growing and one for controlling his density level?
I don't know about the density, but like the shrinking and growing particles were, well, they were pills at first that he took in the 60s.
Of course.
So like he would take one,
Drugs!
yes, he would take one to shrink and then take another one to grow back, and the more growing ones he took, the great gianter he became.
I, too, take pills to feel this way.
Yeah, it's... You definitely see that Ant-Man had way too many writers. I still enjoy it, but... It
definitely shows that it was a too many
Rush.
cooks movie.
Yeah. There's like some like very good portions of it, but also the things me and I have both noticed this. Actually, the most single jarring moment in all the MCU we've gotten up to this far is where the Yellow Jacket guy just suddenly has the suit on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
It's just
Yeah.
it, like, you know, normally when you're in the movie, you kind of suspend your disbelief fairly far, and I think that's fair. I don't think everything has to be perfectly logical and explainable in a movie.
Well,
Sometimes,
it just needs to make sense within the movie itself.
but it
not
shouldn't,
necessarily outside
jar.
of it.
It shouldn't make it jarring to you. It's like, what? When did he put on this costume? Because it was literally 3 seconds ago.
That he was in like a suit and a full
Yeah.
tux. And...
He's wearing it underneath his clothing.
Better than Doctor Strange still, though. I feel like my opinion of Doctor Strange has decreased dramatically.
That movie is not good.
It's still
I thought it was.
enjoyable.
I thought it was good when it came out.
I did too, but I
mean-
feel, looking back, you can tell it was rushed without much of anyone who cared to make a Doctor Strange movie involved.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
my whole thing.
The
my
weakest
whole
part
thing-
is that Mads Mikkelsen plays Caecilius and not Baron Mordo.
Yes.
Yeah, that part. And you see a lot of like what would come to really be a problem in Phase 4 here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's
No
like the
payoff.
first one where it becomes like the formula.
Yeah, and also
That movie is very formula, whereas everything before that has its own like kind of niche genre that it fits into. You know,
also,
like as like a
I'm
political
not going to
thriller,
spoil
a spy
what comes
thriller,
next because I'm watching
James
these with
Bond.
my wife and she might be listening in either on the other room or live. But you don't have to watch Doctor Strange for the entire rest of the MCU to make sense. In fact, it makes more sense if you don't watch it.
Mm-hmm. Sad, isn't it?
Yeah. So
It should have been a horror movie. It should have been a scary,
I don't know about
Oh, you mean
that.
like
Eldritch
Multiverse of
Abomination
Madness?
type movie. Yeah.
Oh, the horror!
Here's something
No,
scary.
I mean,
Oops.
actually-
Yeah, that was freaky.
All this for $100?
My goodness, this might be one of the worst Lego sets of all time.
Oh, look, guys. It's the scene. It's the scene from that movie. And he says the words.
Where's Wong?
Yeah. Where is that fat Wong? Like,
Look at his shield.
Okay, the shield's actually part I do not have too much of an issue with.
It looks
Cringe.
stupid. Come on.
It should have at least been transparent.
Yeah,
does
okay.
it feel break in the movie? Hold up.
Yes.
It's imagery, Kevin. You wouldn't get it. You're
I
not media
adore-
literate.
America, it's broken.
Yeah, this set is $100.
For a floor.
621 pieces.
For a floor
And a floor.
some circles.
It doesn't look good as a display piece. T'Challa is smiling for some reason, wearing his Civil War suit.
He's just happy to be included.
He's happy this is the last. Oh no, I shouldn't make that joke.
I
should
think
not
that
make any jokes
Spider-Man-
about
Respect the
Chadwick
dead for it.
Boseman.
I think that's the No Way Home Spider-Man.
It's supposed to be the Iron Spider.
Sure.
It looks significantly worse than the original one.
That is not the Captain America suit from this scene.
No, it is not.
Isn't Falcon also the Civil War suit?
I can't tell the difference between any Falcon suits, to be
I don't
honest.
think. Yeah, I don't think that
And
would change.
Scarlet Witch lost her little coattails.
Yep. There's only one Shatari.
Yeah, Thanos has one
Again.
goon to help him out.
Also, doesn't
And no-
Thanos wear
Thanos
armor in
goon?
this scene?
Well, his arms are bare, I think, because he's showing off them guns.
But that's the previous movie.
But he should also have an Infinity Gauntlet.
This is the same one as the A4 set.
Yeah, it doesn't even include an Infinity. Yeah,
He's got a little bit of arm showing, I guess, but
yeah, he's supposed to have gauntlets.
like
They
what-
could have at least made like the helmet for him. Like they've made the hairpiece now. They could make a helmet or something. Make
Yeah.
something more unique about this other than like an Ant-Man.
His sword's way too small, also.
Yeah.
Is that just the Urkai
Yeah,
blade?
Yep.
Really?
That's the
Oh
throwback.
my goodness.
but there is a definitive worse part of this. And okay, so this is like priced like it's supposed to be a display piece. There's no play value to it at all. But
What? Yeah, I'd have Thanos fight all the Avengers.
It's the mech.
for some reason, Ant-Man is in a mech.
What do you mean a mech? That's him.
Pim particles ran out.
The
No more Pim
budget.
particles.
Well, yeah, they used them all in the movie.
Whoever
They had to-
designed this,
Oh, actually, no, they didn't use them all. They went to New Jersey and got more. In New Jersey. You know, where Kevin's from.
Where you're from? For?
Where Kevin is from.
I've never been there in my life.
I'm
God,
going
But you're
to
from
New-
there.
I've never been from there.
you
Yes,
didn't
you
mean you've
are.
never
Remember,
been there.
you lost this argument a long time ago. Give it up.
But you're from there.
You,
Everyone knows.
Get up.
It is true. Kevin is from New Jersey.
That is
Yes.
fabrication.
So let me remind you what they took from us. Everyone loved this Ant-Man except for LJ, apparently.
He's a bionicle, though. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, this looked like what Lego Giant Man should look like, and it really captured the spirit of it. And since then, we've been evolving backwards.
Yeah, because if you're gonna make a big minifigure, that this makes sense. Like you're Lego, you should have your guys look like the minifigure.
So here we'll start with this. Okay, the construction figure, which is this one, I can kind of forgive because it's not meant to be a giant minifigure.
Yeah, it's like just...
It's still worse.
It's just Ant-Man as construction.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Oh, shut
But
up,
would you
Ford.
rather have the big macro fig or this?
Oh, no, I definitely have the macrofig. Any day. Come on.
Yeah, like the
It
helmet
just
on
has more charm.
the helmet on that dedicated set looks funky to me.
Oh yeah, the dedicated.
This one looks even funkier.
Yeah. Let me.
It's like a
Get
gas
it in.
mask or something.
Yeah, adding that extra piece makes it look. It protrudes way too much.
Yeah.
This was also the airport battle is also a very bad set. The new one. Except
yeah.
it has a better Captain America, I guess.
But that's not counting.
They're
for much.
really not trying very hard with Lego Marvel.
Well, they don't have to. You're just going to buy it for the
May I
minifigures
remind
anyway.
everyone the bridge battle was $100 at release.
Now that was a set.
That was a set.
Too
Yeah.
bad it had Scarlet Spider in it. God.
Why does everyone hate Scarlet Spider now?
Clone Saga. I've always hated him.
Clone Saga is masterful writing compared to anything Marvel's released this century.
What about Clone Saga 2, guys?
The only time the Clone Saga was done well was in the Spider-Man animated series. That's because it had a beginning, middle, and end.
I think the idea for the Clone Saga actually could have worked. It just really was much like the Hobgoblin.
Well, it died in editorial like Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Because like 16 different writers were working on it over the course of the decade.
Just like Ant-Man.
Wasn't that movie supposed to come out with the Avengers? Like
It's
the
supposed
first
to come
one?
out prior to it, yeah.
Prior to, yeah.
With Edgar Wright's. But I don't think you could have fit Scott Lang into the first one.
I think you could have.
I don't know. I just don't think he fits that vibe.
It would have changed. Well, yeah, it would have changed the character a bit, but
I
What
think
would they
yeah, it
have
would've
done
been
with
nice.
Hank Pym in the earlier
yeah, because
version?
it would have been nice to have the original Avengers roster in the
It
first
would've.
the first live action movie.
I've come to like kind of accept Hawkeye and Black Widow replacing Hank and Janet. It's not like the worst move ever, but I really like the Earth's
but it's
Mightiest
not the
Heroes
same.
lineup.
Yeah.
They did the
Like-
classic story like in the modern way the best.
hmm
Truly. One of the greatest of all time.
It really sucks.
Sweet.
Marvel's never going to make anything good ever again.
Oh, haven't you kept up with the new Spider-Man show?
Aren't you up to date on what they're doing with the X-Men and how Kamala Khan is going to be retconned into every major X-Men event?
Wait,
But
what?
guys, have
What?
you seen the leaked concept art for Vision Quest
Oh my
You
goodness!
mean Vision
Wasn't
2?
that canceled?
and Avengers Doomsday?
I
think
think
it's
some
fake.
of that is scrapped because there's been a lot of like leaked stuff from Kang Dynasty, which is just out there now. And also, the leak script, if this was real for Kang Dynasty, is the worst thing you could have possibly ever imagined. The only good thing about it is they don't bring back any of the Eternals and just pretend they didn't exist.
What I'm not familiar with that. What was
I
the
wish
leak?
Mace was here because he's the only other one that went over it. I don't want to spend damn time going over it.
Oh,
As I
okay,
said,
that's
I'll link
fair.
you the video I watched later. I don't even know if it's real, but it sounds too real to not be real. Remind me later. I'll send it to you. It's bad.
All right, sounds good.
It's exactly what you'd expect. Every TV show is so relevant.
What?
Yeah, I bet.
In this script, it is.
Wanda is
Oh.
like, I'm WandaVisioning right now, and brings out the TV to defeat Kang. Nice.
And then that guy from that video game comes on and he's all like, I'm Cal Kestis.
Who?
Well, if you know, you know.
You did it to him.
Let's move on and talk about this riverboat.
So what's the deal with the riverboat?
I think it looks pretty nice. There's some people saying it's minifigure scale. I don't personally believe that, even though the designer says it is. A minifigure cannot fit into these quarters.
Yeah,
I
it does seem a
think,
little preposterous.
There should be a casino on board.
Is there?
There should be.
No, there's not.
How do you know?
I'm looking inside of it right now.
Where's the casino at, fellers?
Guys, when the train goes past, you're supposed to fill the air until it's
I
gone.
can't. I'm listening to the train. I'm a man. Don't you know I
train.
like those?
I hear it 3 times a day at least. I mean, I do kind of like how it sounds, but yeah. So let's look inside. It looks pretty neat.
Where casino at?
There's no casino. There's a jazz band, and a dining car, a bedroom, and a toilet.
So one passenger and a whole crew to take care of him.
Yes.
Nice.
Just how it should be.
It has some inner mechanisms with some gears in the engine room.
Oh, for the roulette
Can you-
table.
Can you spin the paddle wheel?
No one in Brickset is buying this, but they all like it apparently.
This is how Lego dies.
Only
Yeah, we like
5% says yes if it's released or yes if it's discounted.
How
Oh,
much is
no.
this?
This is $330.
Okay.
This is what I was
What's the
saying. The
price
Lego
per part?
designers are getting worse. It's actually pretty good. It's 4,090 pieces.
All right. That's cool.
But this
That's
is what I
cool.
mean. Lego designers getting worse. I feel like around like 2015 to 2020, we were learning how to do a lot with fewer parts. Like again, we have sets like Bridge Battle. But today, the $100 set is essentially dead.
It's been replaced by the $250 set.
It's true, and that's kind of disturbing. I feel like they're not trying to be economical with their piece usage anymore. Now, to be fair, sometimes that was a bad thing, but now they've gone too far the other direction.
I feel like half of that is because they're pandering to almost like, not pandering, but let's say expanding their horizons. It's like, okay, well, we have this 18 plus crowd and they have money, therefore let's tap into that. And so they're tapping into that by trying to just make a bunch of big sets to try and tap that market, but they're forgetting that, hey, there's also kids around who want to buy larger play sets, you know, like the...
No, they'll buy Ninjago and Dreams and they'll be happy.
Shut up.
Leo, the Ninjago $100 set doesn't exist anymore either.
But, you know,
Like,
they
They'll be
want
happy
the...
with juniors.
That's
4
the
plus
thing.
sets.
Ninjago sets, like, on average, are so much more expensive now, and they use way more pieces.
Yeah.
The $100 sets is no longer a flagship set. It's like $150 to $200 something set that's a flagship every single wave. That's fine to do once in a while, but there's so many of them now, and they put exclusive figures in all of them. Like, they're pricing themselves out, not in the way where it's not exactly a good value, but you don't have the options that you used to.
Nice input, guys. Gosh.
Well, this is something I've also been thinking about because, you know.
Leo is confessing that he will never buy Lego again right here. He's like, I'm quitting the podcast, guys. This hobby is not for me.
Too
We gotta
expensive.
release like a 20-minute video with Leo like in front of his webcam, and it just says I quit, and it's just like, okay guys, I know this is a big shock to you all, so let me tell you, back in 2001, I said, ooh, robot thing, and got into Bionicle, and from there it's been a downward spiral.
It has been, hasn't it? But no, like, so with a son on the way, like when he's 6, what am I going to get him?
You play with the old Lego that you have
Yeah.
already. Unfortunately.
Essentially, yes. Like, it's all going to be my stuff. Is there nothing that's going to be for him?
I'm trying to I think
Like,
there is something.
is there
Honestly,
nothing new?
you know what the best things are for kids right now is the Nintendo lines.
And
Oh,
yes, he will love playing with the Lego Donkey Kong.
Well,
He might.
I don't see how that's sarcastic. What kid wouldn't?
Exactly. But you know, it's Star Wars. It's,
Wait, there's a Bluey?
Yeah, Bluey's just.
yeah, there's Lego Bluey, I guess.
What the heck? Why aren't we talking about that?
The Formula One.
But you know, when he's 6, he's not going to necessarily be wanting to buy the Lego Steamboat.
Yeah. There are smaller
Mostly because he
sets.
can't. But
There are smaller sets, and there's just a small, not as big a variety of them anymore.
yeah,
Like, there are even some good Ninjago sets that are in the under $20 range this year. Like, the Forest Dragon, that's a very good $20 set.
yeah, but like $20, you know, I have to be giving him a pretty big allowance if he wants to buy the $20 set.
Oh, yeah, I'm not giving my kids any allowance.
Nice.
Look, I got Lego twice a year. That was in the January and December, my birthday and Christmas.
Very far spaced apart. Different waves every time.
Yeah, I didn't get any allowance as a kid.
But how did you learn how to save money then?
I had to go out and earn it myself.
Well, that's a secret. He doesn't know how to yet.
Kevin, you realize you're in my house, surrounded by my copious material possessions and the Funko Pop I purchased for you.
Yeah, you spent all your money.
See,
you
that's
loser.
Well, here's
you
the
didn't
thing.
save it.
You should have turned your money into Funko Pops like Kevin.
I turned
Yes!
my money into Lego, which is actually probably has been drastically increasing my net worth.
True. It has a better return rate than gold usually.
That's not actually true.
It certainly has a
but-
better return rate than Funko Pops.
Yes.
Says the Funko Pop expert, naturally.
I brought that
Yes,
up
you do.
because in 2005 there were a bunch of small sets that I could get with my allowance.
Now, to be
and then
fair,
there's stuff
that
I
was
could
like
save
$6
up for.
for a Bionicle then.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
And what you could
And
buy
that was
with
part of
some-
the problem. That was
Think
part of the
about how
complaint
much-
everyone had with G2 too. It was too expensive.
It's true. Now think about it though. $20 does not buy you $6 worth of food in 2004.
No.
Like at all.
We're going backwards, fellas.
Like
Yep.
back then, like a Bionicle is a little bit more expensive than a meal at McDonald's.
But it is, you gotta understand, they're pretty affordable toys. Like, if you want to get them all, have all of them, yeah, sure, it might be a big
I do
chunk,
kind of
but,
wonder
like,
that, though,
a
'cause,
Christmas wave, like,
$60 was a lot more money back then.
but at the same time,
Yeah,
it's
today we
just-
see that, but I really wonder looking back, like, that was a lot more money. Today, like, buying your kid a $4 toy then is like equivalent of a $20 toy now. It just, inflation is that bad. Like, our perspective on life is so screwed up because of the situation we're in.
Ford, did you see the release for that Hasbro had for their new kid-focused Transformers line?
Oh, I know. It looks awful, doesn't it?
Like they save
garish.
all the
Everything looks
I guess
horrible.
good stuff for the adults who are they're trying to convince you to pay like $30 for a deluxe size,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
when we were kids that was
It was what, like
$10,
$8?
$8,
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah.
Like for like the first generation's deluxes, I remember were like
And the thing is,
What,
it's all
15?
diminishing returns too, because all
Yeah.
the stuff they make for kids, they're all just fidget toys. They're all just fidget toys. They're basically fidget spinners. And they inevitably, like,
Yeah.
I think you see it too, they all go on clearance. Like, they sit there for years.
if they ever make it to
sometimes.
store shelves at all.
If they ever make it to store shelves at all, because their distribution is horrible. But when they do, they sit there, they collect dust. Yes, they actually do collect dust. I've seen it. I've touched the dust that has collected on
Ford.
this stuff.
Ford, we believe you.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's just
gonna-
yeah, it's they're not doing themselves any favors, making more of that stuff.
Well, Transformers has done a terrible job at marketing itself to a new generation anyway.
But that brand is basically dead. That is a dead brand. I hate to say it, but it is.
No, the Michael Bay films really helped boost it back up.
They did.
In 2007,
Well, he
Yeah.
did.
This was back when a Bionicle cost $10. Did Bionicle, like the Gatoroid, did they cost $12 by the end? I think
Yeah.
they did. To be fair, Lego
Yeah.
probably didn't price Bionicle right in the beginning.
no, but like also
Well-
the canisters kept getting bigger too and chunkier.
Yeah, again, the Bionicle figures are supposed to be something that a kid could save up for. It was supposed to be an affordable Lego action figure back in the day.
Yeah, prices have increased by about 70% since then. And that's not counting food. Food's it increased by like twice that. It's really hard to judge anymore what's a good value, especially for toys, because we are in a completely different economy. Meanwhile, there's some things that are way cheaper to get now, like video games. Do you know how
He's not
expensive
lying.
video games were when we were young? It's like Steam didn't exist. You didn't have the summer sale. If you even had a computer that could play them,
Yeah, you had to go to GameStop.
you
And wait.
got a few handful of computer games your parents ordered from a magazine, and you played whatever you could get your hands on.
My goodness, if I didn't play Putt Putt's Big Circus Adventure the 100th time, I'd have nothing to do.
I didn't. I was more of a Spy Fox kid. I was classy.
Well, I was a bit younger, you know.
What about you, Ford? What humongous games did you play?
I didn't have any.
You didn't have any?
Aw,
Freddy
dang.
Fish,
Well, it depends.
Putt-Putt,
When I was
Pajama
like,
Sam?
I didn't have any until like, well, I didn't have any video games on the computer at least until maybe 15.
And you
Yeah.
didn't get
Interesting.
a
You never went
humongous-
to your library and played these on the library computer?
No, I was in band.
How's
you were
that an
banned
excuse?
or you were banned?
Wait,
I was in the band.
Well, you can still go to the library, you know? You're allowed to have more than one hobby.
No, like there was no time for me to actually go to the library during the day. My schedule was just too packed.
Ford, you're making
know.
up excuses for a child version of yourself. Just
I'm
say you were
serious. I
lazy.
never played like computer games that much.
Say
like,
you were just socially
I
adept
remember
or something.
faintly maybe playing Pajama Sam.
Also, are
okay?
6-year-olds in band?
Me when I can't play Pajama Sam because I got my big recital clashing like harmonica against my hip.
What?
What?
It doesn't have
I
to
spent
make
so
sense.
much time at the library as a kid. Not reading, but...
while you were busy checking out the library video games, I was studying the Blade from the library books.
Did you have any humongous games as a child, Leo?
I played Rome Total War when I was like 8.
Oh.
Dang. I'm jealous. I didn't have very many good computer games, to be honest. I had all the educational stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I was also like the very first game I ever remember playing is this Monopoly Juniors game that we got we pulled a CD-ROM out of a cereal box.
Yeah, I remember those. I had like a Nicktoons demo disc. So many of the games just didn't work on the computer, though. We'd like buy them and then the computers could not play them, like Lego Alpha Team.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if that game just is bad in general, but... Or Lego Island Extreme Stunts, the game no one has ever played.
It turns out that you can't.
Yeah, a banger Lego theme to go with it, though.
I did have the Spy Fox games, though.
No, we were a Pajama Sam and Freddy Fish family.
I did play
my
some of
sister
those,
and I.
but I didn't own them. I got them from the library. And I feel like I never actually finished any of them because of that.
Dude,
I mean, it took
We
it took
had
us a long
one
time to
Freddy
finish them
Fish
too.
game, like the one with the abandoned theme park or something.
That might ring a bell.
okay, so there's this one compilation disc of like all their franchises.
Yeah, you can get on Steam.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's like a bunch of mini games that you would play. Yeah,
Oh yeah, and I had like the cheese one, and the jet ski.
I was thinking of the
I
cheese and
think
crackers
so.
one.
But maybe not. Because I'm thinking of like the Spy Fox one where you drive around like a not a spaceship, but like a...
It was a jet ski.
No, not a jet ski. And you go shooting things and it's about mustard, you know?
Yeah, hold the mustard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could collected cheese in that one.
And you were not on a jet ski.
I'm pretty sure you're on a jet ski.
It's not a jet ski. It's like a flying vehicle, spy vehicle, you know?
I'm pretty sure it's a jet ski.
It is not a jet ski. It shoots lasers.
Jet skis can shoot lasers, Kevin. Let's see. Spy Fox, hold the mustard.
So, the monkey bad guy, he's not even a monkey. There's a secret path that you can find. Like, it's an optional
oh no,
side
this was
quest.
not the one I thought it was.
Yes!
Actually.
See? Gosh, I know what I'm talking
An unexpected
about.
turn of events.
Monkey bad guy's not even a monkey.
Yeah, I was thinking of Spy Fox Cheese Chase.
Yeah, no, that's a different thing. Completely different.
Goodness.
Now, I do remember the cheese chase. I don't know how I remember it, though.
But yeah. But Lego is more expensive.
True.
Yep.
So what are we going to do about it?
kill the
Drill.
days.
What can the audience do about it?
There is a chance, when they finally get the factory up in America, it should go down in price if they were honest. If they also have a crash at the time in interest, they might lower their prices.
Since when has any company ever listened to the laws of basic economics lately?
Well, new era, Leo.
I know. We can throw out all the business graduates and recruit people who remember the law of supply and demand.
Lego is gonna crash eventually because
It has to.
the
This
market
can't be.
is
It's
limited.
happening.
It's like this wasn't forever, but there's this time I feel like before, I don't know, the tens or something, where companies weren't concerned with unsustainable ever continuing growth
Yeah.
and not trying to find a stable
Well, here's
position.
and I can understand a little more, like, with the companies with stockholders, they have to do that. Lego is a privately held company.
Yeah.
They have no excuse for not unsustainable growth.
Like, you'll always get a return if you're dependable.
Mm-hmm. It's just, it's not... Lego is way too concerned with looking trendy is the thing right now.
Well, because when was it that they announced they weren't trying to go for that lifestyle brand, where they're more concerned about Lego as a brand?
Oh,
and not
every
necessarily
single
as-
company is doing that now.
Yeah, but
Because
like, how long ago was that for Lego?
A while. It was in the 2010s is when all companies adopted. But basically,
Yeah.
the business world is fear-mongered, saying we can't offer a product anymore, because if we offer a product, then it's just about having the cheapest price for the best quality.
Yes! Oh my goodness!
And then
We
they say
figured
you're
it
eventually
out!
bought out, which is probably an issue with too many things becoming very large conglomerates.
Yeah.
For people listening, I am very much a capitalist, but this is not actually capitalism. This
But-
is short term.
Well, we're talking about Lego here. They do have a brand. They do have, like, that consumer base that trusts them.
Yeah, and
But-
They don't need to be... Like, they've been upping their quality for quite some time, let's face it.
well,
Leg
in
printing...
some-
Yeah, no, in some respects, sometimes they cheap out. It happens, but...
they've been on kind of
generally-
like a median quality since like 2012.
But generally, there's been improvements in some areas while they cheap out on the cheaper sets.
I'm not
right?
saying they're making a bad product now, but they do not offer the variety to bring in as many people as they need to the brand because they're focused on short-term profit. I think there's a lot of things that they're doing that are smart. Like, I actually think it's very smart to be dipping more into a lot of IPs with multiple sets rather than focusing on themes. I think that is just more sustainable. But I think
Still
they
miss
should
the
be...
themes though.
I do too, but I can see how this model works better. But I think it would work even better if you had these licensed sets at a variety of sizes.
Yeah.
Like we used to get, like the Tron Light Cycle Chase. That was a great set. It was the perfect size. It was actually affordable. And you didn't need a whole theme for Tron, even though it would have been cool. And I think they could still do themes as well, but maybe only release like 2 or 3 sets per year. Like, they could be doing a dedicated castle theme, but only having a few castle sets per year. That would totally be sustainable, but they don't want to release the smaller sets because right now it's way more profitable to release a few $300 sets every year. But speaking of castles
and
large
$300
sets,
sets.
I think, I don't know where this is coming from because no one has really reported on it yet, but circling around X, the Beauty and the Beast castle has been revealed, and it looks pretty nice as Gaston.
Nice.
Can the beast transform?
Doesn't
look like it.
We don't know. I feel like he might.
I
It's,
don't want him to become a ugly, feral, blonde guy.
Well, the headpiece they have for Beast, it's like kind of like a helmet thing. It just goes on.
Hmm.
Interesting. We can't zoom
So
in
there's
on it
probably
much,
some
but-
stray hair lying around.
Yes.
I'm sorry, hair.
Yes.
And I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen hair.
You know what, Gaston's Taverns, that would be really cool.
You know what would be really cool? A life-size model of Gaston made from Lego.
They could do that.
They could. Put it in like the Disney Spring area.
Yeah, it belongs there.
Belongs in a museum.
I mean, the Disney Springs Lego store is kind of like a museum.
Yeah, this is a very nice looking castle. I actually think it looks way better than the Cinderella castle.
It looks neat.
It looks. Does it have a
Is this
place
the
for
only image
Gaston
we
to
have?
fall?
What was that, Ford?
Is this the only image we have so far?
That's the only one I've been able to find, yeah.
Okay.
Look at us covering leaks.
And, well, it doesn't have a watermark.
Just like the old days.
That's true.
Back in the day, when for some reason. Why do we care about leaks, anyways? It's just.
Because if you get too... Well, for one, there's actually no good leakers anymore.
True.
They all
Bruh.
disappeared.
I wonder why.
Highly suspect.
And honestly, that's the main reason. Well, I looked for more
man.
pictures, and I found a picture of a severed leg instead, so I'm going to stop that.
Yeah, stop doing that. Why?
How?
The beauty of
Do
the
you want me to
internet.
show it to you all?
No.
Not necessarily, no.
Why is it just laying there? It's just in the middle there, like.
I don't know the context of it, but somewhere in Europe, there's a severed leg laying in the street.
You know, just.
Hmm.
Well, it
Typical
is
Europe.
wait, it is Europe, yeah. I was gonna say London, but
No, this wouldn't fly in Poland. Too civilized for that.
yep.
Yeah. Oh, we've kind of covered all the news at this point.
That's the news of the week.
We've overblown a lot. Like that poor steamship we were talking about. We were talking over it about quality control, and
Yeah. Imagine being
it's a good model. It's just if it is minifigure scale truly, then that's some pretty cramped space it has.
Yeah, I'm looking now just at like what you can get for under $20 in Lego these days.
Well, I got an excellent toucan for my wife for Valentine's Day for like $5.
Oh.
That's
It's supposedly it's a 3-in-1 build, but the instructions for the other builds are online.
Oh, what? That's
Oh,
odd.
they're doing that now?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
as much as I love physical instructions, I don't use them that much because me and my wife use the like build together app for everything. So we're always, needing to do that so we can build at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I know I talked about this earlier, but also
Oh, look, a dinosaur.
I really like this set. I've got it here on my desk. It's one of my favorite Ninjago sets, despite the fact that it didn't come with a good Lloyd minifigure, which I think is kind of cheap. This feels very substantial. You got big molds in it. You got a little dragon, and you got an enemy. It's a very nice set.
It does look neat.
It's even
It
got
does
a
look
little
neat.
dragon with it, you know?
Technically, the price per piece is really bad, but these are actually solid plastic wings like the old Castle line. So
Oh. That's good. They
From
don't have to,
2007?
wait, does it have like the rubbery texture?
no, it is just pure ABS.
Oh, okay.
Trying to see what else they have that is under. So this is like the example of $100 set, which I think.
It's your dragon's made back
Well, what did you post?
banner.
Oh.
A wyvern.
That looks so much like the
What's Linkin
Castle
Park?
Troll,
What's Linkin Park?
It does.
doesn't it, Leo?
He's distracted.
I would not be surprised if the Lego designers took inspiration from this.
I wouldn't either necessarily, but
It does look a lot. No.
I mean,
not the
but-
Lego Castle one, the Lego Vikings one.
what? There's no Lego Vikings
The what?
Troll.
No, the Lego Vikings Wyvern. It looks like that
No, we're talking
Oh.
about the troll.
troll!
The troll face. The
one.
troll face.
Okay.
The orc war
Yeah,
boss
that
has the
looks a
same
lot
troll
like the
face,
Castle Troll, yeah.
Big fig troll.
which that predates World of Warcraft by maybe a decade. I don't remember how old that is.
This is totally the same troll.
Yes.
Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two pictures.
They're the same picture.
Anyway, the Ninjago dragon reminded me of this.
How much did
That's
that
all.
one cost, Leo?
It's probably an arm and a leg.
A severed leg in the middle
Perhaps.
of a street.
This is why you can't afford Lego anymore.
Because you lost your leg in the street. But yeah, this is an example of a $100 set with Ninjago now, and I think it misses the point.
Yes. Wait. Elaborate.
Yeah, elaborate.
It feels
Yeah.
way more generic and like not a big deal because
You didn't watch the show, that's why.
I didn't, to be honest. But
Yeah,
Back
that's
in
why.
my day, $100 got us half a bridge.
now, okay, think about the Ninjago mech. The Nindroid Mech Dragon was not $100.
Mm-mm.
I'm thinking about the Ultra Dragon with the Great Devourer.
The Great
That's what
Devourer.
I'm
That was
thinking.
80, if I remember correctly.
I believe it was 80. Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was like 120 at the time.
No.
Let me check. No, because I think it was less than Destiny Bounty.
Yeah. Well, the Destiny's Bounty then was also
That's
80, I
the
thought.
modern Ultra Dragon.
Yeah,
not
there's the modern Ultra Dragon, which was only 85.
Hmm.
So let the not too long ago the Ninjago Legacy Ultra Dragon, and I think this is actually a very fair price. This was an $85 dragon.
No Great Devourer?
They did
No
not have a
Great
Great
Devourer.
Devourer, but it's a hefty dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. You can tell by the handle.
Trying to find what was that set called?
Like,
Ultra Dragon's not bringing it up.
oh. Ultra Dragon, Great Devourer.
Yeah, it's
Look up the Great Devourer set then, gosh. Use your brain.
I know it's definitely not called the Great Devourer.
Well, it will come up with the set. Because it's the only epic dragon battle.
no, that's why. Epic Dragon Battle. Oh my gosh, Kevin was right.
You
Oh.
wanna know why? Because I had this freaking set.
This set
Ah.
sucks.
This set was awesome. I don't
See,
care.
this is why I was saying there's like a period, like Ninjago Legacy was actually peak for some of the best value Lego sets.
You get a dragon, you get a big snake, and you get
Not just a
little
dragon. You got a
prison.
4-headed dragon with molded heads,
Yes.
big hunks of rubbery plastic,
Yes.
and all 4 golden weapons.
Yes. Garmadon. 2 exclusive minifigures.
Egmadon.
The snake can eat Master Wu.
Master Wu
No,
has like a
can't.
gold.
It can't? The set
The
sucks.
snake has no articulation.
No, the snake can eat
It had,
people.
yeah, it can
I thought you
eat
could like
people.
open his
Yes.
mouth.
I thought you could.
It opens
I
the
tried
mouth.
it once and it didn't open.
It opens a mouth, and you'd have to take off Wu's hat, but he could theoretically
Okay.
eat him. Like, he could eat most people.
But yeah, this only had
Comfortably.
915 pieces too.
It's
What a
the
set.
rubber. It's the rubber. There's no.
So now that other dragon looks like a good value in comparison, so my point here is shattered.
There you go.
I think more so my issue with it is that they're sticking exclusive minifigures and all, because in this one,
Yeah.
you did have a few. You had Garmadon and I think the
The Venomari.
Venomari General.
hmm
But the rest you can get in
Gosh,
other
I'm-
sets, including
I'm
you
a
can get the
big
Green Ninja and a
Ninjago
$10
fan.
spinner. I
Well,
think that's
that
the better.
Garmadon you could get in the Destiny's Bounty from that year as
yeah,
well.
that's true.
Just without the golden weapons.
Okay, so actually both of the Constricti Generals exclusive to your tune. I think that's fair
Mhm.
for like something desirable, but something like a villain being in one set like this. That's much better than having 3 variants of the ninja and then making so each set has an exclusive one. I think that's cheap.
Now compare it with something that's like a dragon, a spaceship.
Oh, pick me.
All right, Ford.
I've got a $100 set for you.
I had an $80 set for you in chat.
The Fortrex.
The Fortrex is an awesome set. Yes.
Yes. It has way more to do. Has much more interesting characters, I'd say.
bad
At
it's
least in terms of how they
Shut
look.
up.
Shut up, Liam.
Shut up.
Also, no, it
That's
doesn't.
excellent. We've never seen a figure like him since like 2017.
How much was this one, Leo?
Which one?
$80, I think.
That was $80.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that no exclusive minifigures.
I was also going to put up there
Just
the
spacemen.
Just for recency's
big
sake, I was
guy.
also going to put up the
It does, but
the
he came in a third.
castle from Hidden Side.
Now,
Oh yeah.
That one's also
maybe
very
I
good.
am just misremembering because this is a $70 dragon now, and honestly, it looks like you get a lot.
That actually feels like a nice
I
value.
think you're just gaslighting
I actually think I will
yourself.
get this set because
That actually looks cool. I do kind of like that one actually.
But yeah, this
What is that? The dragon of again?
The
Dragon
Dragon
of
of-
Chaos.
The dragon
Oh, okay, that
of
matches.
making Leo's
But yeah, this is
physics
$70,
degree
and I
mad.
actually this is fair for a $70. I feel it's better than that two-headed one.
Is that an invasion from below head?
No, but it does have the vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
These are the same heads they've been using for a bit for dragons. So
I was wondering if they kept those molds around.
So I guess actually the issue is not really the pricing they have on these. The issue is the exclusive minifigures. It just makes it feel cheap because it makes it feel like you're guilted into buying the larger sets and they don't have to stand on their own merits. I did buy some Ninjago sets recently.
Too bad about that.
I've got no, but I got the Tournament Battle Arena.
Oh,
Because that one, I did get it for the minifigures.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to buy that than to buy all the minifigures individually. The set it's alright.
No spoilers
Well.
here, but his name is Evil J now.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with
real
that.
subtle there.
It's a little evil now.
That's $50.
I bought it
Right?
on sale. Let me see how much I spent on it.
Oh, that's a pretty funny statue there, though.
I do like the statue.
Is that supposed to be Woo?
I don't know. I'm kind of behind in the show.
Or the Air Jitsu Sensei?
I'm sure it's not Sensei Yang.
Yang, that was it.
Maybe it's Woo's dad though, because of the dragon thing. You know, he likes dragons.
This was a $50 set, and actually has 659 pieces with six
And you can move-
minifigures. Most of them are
And you
fairly.
move the Jinja? Do you spin them around?
Yeah.
Worth it.
Honestly, this is a
Nice.
pretty good value set overall. It doesn't feel $50 to me when I look at it, because I think Lego has this habit now of spending too many bricks on the ground, I think. I feel
Just like Marvel.
Well, no, this
Just
is
like
actually...
Marvel.
There's actually something here, unlike the $100 floor.
it's much better, but
That is
it is
true.
a similar problem. Apparently the stairs also like turn into a trap.
Nice.
even Worth it.
Well, that's neat.
It does have a lot going on as far as play features. I feel like you could have parsed it down to a $30 set and had it basically be the same, though.
Yeah, but then no play features, probably. And no Woo statue.
I recently got the
No.
Dark Falcon, and even though it's just another Millennium Falcon, it still has
How many Millennium
like, those
Falcons
nice
do you
features.
own now?
Hang on, give me a second.
If you don't have the
Four.
99 one.
Wait,
Do you
wait,
have the
wait.
one from
Of, like,
1999?
5.
5. That's most of them, I think.
The original, The Force Awakens, Solo,
I have like the
Uh,
2007 one.
The Rise of Skywalker, which in my opinion is the best looking one overall, and the Dark Falcon,
Wait, when you
which
said
is a very
original,
good set. What's that?
when you said original, you're talking about the 1999 one, right?
Actually, it was released in 2000.
2000, whatever.
It
But
was not a
yes.
first. It was not a
I
first
had, like, the
product. That was
second-
reserved for mainly Phantom Menace.
The one I
Yeah.
have is like the one where Luke first got his new hair.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the third one.
But also, for this Ninjago set, 5 of those figures are exclusive to this set.
For $50, that's
Hmm.
not bad.
Well, it makes it seem not bad, but there's no reason if they all needed to be exclusive to this set.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I did also pick up Egalt the Master Dragon.
Is that Sensei Wu the dragon?
I don't know.
Does he have a
Certainly
beard?
looks like him.
Ninja, I have turned into a dragon. Oh, I don't know why. My hair follicles are still alive, though.
He's an Eastern dragon. They have hair. They got mustaches.
This one was more expensive. I'm trying to get a picture of it up here. But it's for some reason not easy to get. There we go. I went back and forth on this one for a while, but I thought the dragon has a lot of personality, so it was worth it. I have so many dragons at this
You got
point.
a freaking.
It is Sensei Wu dragon.
That's what I said.
They turned Sensei Wu into a dragon?
So this one is originally $70. And that doesn't seem like the best price for this one, to be honest. I want to say I paid like... Yeah, I paid,
Well.
I think, $60, $65 for it. So I got like $5 or $10 off.
$5 off.
And the piece count, yeah, it's only 532 pieces. So this one is not a great value. I would have only bought it on sale.
Like I feel like they're hiring some of their character designers from Tumblr now.
Oh, it's just her.
Bruh.
And also, it's literally, she doesn't get like any new designs in any of them. It's been the same one for 3 years.
Cringe.
I do have
Man,
the dragon.
I was
copy,
reading
too.
Beware the Borak last night, and man, the Tonu, they just transformed. They just had no excuse. New sets, gotta come up with an excuse.
Yeah.
Gotta sell the new designs. And now they have you send me the same character look for 3 years. The ninja couldn't keep the same character look for a year.
Yeah, that's another thing. They need to stick to just one new variant per year, maybe 2, instead of 3 to 5. It's getting
What
a bit
about
ridiculous.
6 weak sauce? 6 new variants.
I'd also buy a couple sets for my wife for her birthday. I got the pink flower bouquet in the Tom Nook store from Animal Crossing. Also, I got them on sale. There's a lot of sales going on right now. I also have the Venom car that Kevin got me, so I need to build that.
Venom car.
Venom car.
Venom car. Your Honor is a Venom car.
So yeah, I guess my point about like them not having a variety of price sets, it's not true. It's the minifigure distribution that's the problem.
I mean, I just still feel like there should be something valuable in your, $20 set. But that dragon you showed up is a pretty good one. But I feel like that's not necessarily being extended to
There's a couple of other ones I can...
the themes that should be kid centric. I should
I've
say.
asked this before when we talk about like larger sets that just sit there and collect dust. What does it do? If it doesn't do anything, it doesn't hold my attention.
Oh boy.
A toy
Where
still
does
has
Gen
to be a
Z-
toy.
Well, I think I like the toys that are a good toy because they're solid and posable.
Right, like you can be
Is that
solid, but
Skylar?
you can also like still do things. Like look at this guy.
This is a
This is a good set.
This is
This is a fun little
$16.
set.
At 16, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it comes with a lot of stuff. It poses around. It does stuff.
It has a Kopesh.
They actually had
Yeah.
a lot of $20 mechs last year too.
Yeah, I remember that.
I
See,
don't-
I think they're doing a good job of that with Ninjago, it seems.
Also, this set I really, really like. It's actually one of the best battle packs Lego has done in forever. This little J mech, which is so cool. I wish all the other Ninja got a mech of this size. It's so compact and cool, and you got 2 bad guys and an exclusive Lloyd in it. This is $10.
Is that Evil J?
It looks
No.
like Evil J.
They all have those faces now. But yeah, this is $10, and I think it's a great $10 set.
Yeah, it's good. I like those Wolf Mask warrior guys. They're
I
really
wish
cool
every
villain.
ninja would have gotten a matching mech like this, because I really like how small they are.
I didn't mind the mechs. They were just very Like they weren't bad, but they weren't great. They weren't exactly moving the needle.
Here's
Well, there was a
another...
time when all of Ninjago sets appeared to be mechs to me.
There's also this. This is not a great set, but it's a $10 set. It's
Yeah,
It
they're
has,
trying.
it has a rubber band, so it has something, right?
Yeah, it's got like this
Yeah.
function where it launches. Yeah. Decapitates. Again, the minifigure is kind of an issue with this one. Actually, no, I think that's an exclusive one. I should probably pick this set up.
So exclusive to a $10 set, you said?
I think so.
That's
yeah,
not bad
this
at all.
version is. I think there might be a version of him with like a gold epaulette or something, but. So yeah, there is the smaller sets in Ninjago. The problem is it's harder to like feel like you have everything than it used to be, I think, because they used to use the same minifigures across way more sets. One could argue it makes each individual set more valuable,
Mm-hmm.
but on the other hand, it makes it so you have to put
Oh.
way more in to get a complete collection.
That is definitely what Lego is thinking. I'm sure of it.
Because it's very hard to get a complete set of ninja that match. The Dragonstone Shrine is definitely a $120 set, though. It's compared to the Ultra Dragon, the Epic Dragon Battle, like, this is a $120 set.
Oh my goodness, that's a display piece.
Yeah, I can't wait to build this one.
That is not a play set.
Actually, it
That's
is.
a good set.
You can
That's a
play
really
with
cool
it.
set.
What do you do with it?
Let me show you. On the inside, it has all these little apartments and stuff.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, like like one holds like a bunch of scrolls.
Oh, compartments.
There's a little
I
like
thought you said
landing
apartments.
area. He did say apartments.
Yeah.
That little
Oh, Beauty
that
and the
little
Beast.
rock
The Beast
on the other side, it can
definitely
move
has
around
human
with a
form.
switch. There's like a hidden book where if you press it, it knocks out part of the wall, and there's like
Okay,
a
well,
book
that's-
thing or
That's
whatever.
pretty
Like
cool
there's
then.
it does things.
I accept it now.
This is actually one of the best sets
This is a
Lego's
great
ever
set.
done.
This is a fantastic
It
set.
has one flaw, though. The minifigures in it weren't even minifigures exclusive to that year. They're, in fact, minifigures that did come in a bunch of other sets in the prior year before they had this problem.
Not what's her face girl.
Not her. She's
Wind
exclusive.
Girl.
I mean the versions of Kai and Nia. Like I said, for one-off characters, I can actually be okay with them being exclusive to a set. It's the ninja variants which I don't like being exclusive. I think there should always
that's
be
just your problem, man.
More images.
No more images?
I
Oh.
posted it to the chat.
Okay, well, we'll look at these last images of the Beauty and Beast set, and then we will be done here, then. Except
they
for
got
some reason,
human.
X will not load on this computer, and I don't know why.
Mm.
So we'll look at that in a future instance.
Ah.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk more about the Ninjago minifigure issue. Penn Place has a good video about it, too. It's the same issue that Marvel has, where they do not distribute the minifigures properly, even though they have the right ones to distribute. So, yeah.
We should try and have him back on.
Yeah, it's been like half a decade.
It hasn't been that long.
I don't think we've had any guests since 2020.
It can't have been that long.
It's been a long time. Think about it. Since we had this current cast, we've not had any guests.
But what about our wives? They count, right?
No, they're part of crew.
Oh. Right. Well,
Okay, I guess it was 2 years ago.
Who was that?
Penn Plays.
It was Penn Place? Okay.
Ford is right again. You have to admit it.
324. Why are both of these, when I search them, aren't... All of our podcasts aren't showing up with thumbnails anymore. Like, if you go so far back. At least not in the search. Is this a new thing YouTube is trying out, or they screwed over our thumbnails?
They're probably just messing with us again.
Okay, yeah, it's just when you search it now, they're using a clip from the episode rather than the thumbnail. That's really dumb. We work hard on those thumbnails. Yeah, okay, it is intact. So I think... Yeah, Lego video games and Lego business nonsense and Ninjago may end. Guest star Penn Plays.
Oh, wow.
What year was this? Would have had to have been 22 at least, I'd say. Yep, September 26th, 2022.
Whew.
Yeah, we've not had a guest star in a while. I've started liking people less and less as the years go on.
If you're a guest star now,
Okay,
you
I
must
started
be
liking
really
people on the
special.
internet less and less.
In real life, too.
People in real life are generally better. as long as they don't go on about the Jews. Those people are exhausting. Have another hobby besides blaming the Jews for everything. All right. What did you all think of today's episode? Do you have any thoughts on the Beauty and the Beast set, pricing of Lego sets, the de-evolution of Lego Ant-Man?
Do you think the Jews are behind it?
Is there... Never mind. Not on air. Well, that... Join the BCC Crew Discord server to continue this discussion. We will allow basically any sort of discussion that is within moral boundaries there. You can follow us on X if I ever get it working again. Also, like and subscribe. Help boost us in the algorithm. Make YouTube hate us a little bit less every day. So, for Ford, Leo, Mularis, myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.